What's good, YouTube? It is your boy Big Cool coming to you from Colossal Sports TV, and I am back with another video. In today's video, I will be giving you a KPOV, a cool point of view on Dazn versus PBC. Both entities announced major deals or major acquisitions this week. PBC announced that it had finalized a 4-year agreement with Fox to air more boxing on Fox, the main channel, in FS1 Sports. And it's going to start in December with 12 additional shows. Eddie Hearn and Matchroom announced that they inked cruiserweight kingpin Alexander Usyk to a promotional agreement, and he will fight on Sky Sports Boxing in Dazn in his next fight, likely against former WBC cruiserweight champion and David Haye conqueror Tony Bellew. And let's look at who really winning. And I'm not a hater. I love boxing. I don't hate Eddie Hearn. Doesn't matter what you've seen in these videos. I just keep it 100. I think that he can be full of shit sometimes, but that's Al Heyman, that's Bob Arum, that's Oscar De La Hoya, that's Frank Warren, that's whoever it is that's in the business. You know, if you watch it long enough and you pay attention to what they're saying and how they're doing their fighters and how they're moving their fighters when they're up the ranks and when it's time for them to put these big fights on, you'll come to that same conclusion. You might like some more than the other, but all of them have, tend to bullshit for a lot of reasons. But the thing that keeps PBC and Al Heyman above Dazn, and there's a few reasons. One, they have a much deeper staple. Much deeper staple. They have Wilder, Spence, Thurman, Garcia, Porter, Tank Davis, Leo Santa Cruz, Gary Russell Jr. I mean, you got David Benavidez coming up. You got so many fighters. Hell, you still got Amir Khan, I believe, when he's over here in America. Even though Amir Khan is signed to Eddie Hearn over there in the UK with Matchroom, you still got Daniel Jacobs, who is advised. So they kind of working together on those two guys. But the fact is, Al Heyman PBC has a deep stable of fighters. And it doesn't matter what you think about those fighters. The fact is that those guys are on the side of Al Heyman and Premier Boxing Champion. Number two, America. America is the land of the free, where you can get the most opportunity. I mean, where people aspire to become, whether you in the sport of, professional boxing, or you just a regular person living an everyday life that wants to come over here for better opportunity. America has always been an aspiration for people to come over here and, have a new start, have better opportunities, although it is flawed, and I'm not going to get into that. At the end of the day, America is where a lot of people want to be, especially if you're trying to get away from wherever it is you're coming from, these other countries, and you're trying to really gain a new exposure and get notarized on the biggest platform in the biggest country in the world, America. So, that's one of the reasons. And number three, you got these fights taking place on free TV. ESPN, well, not ESPN anymore, but Fox, Fox Sports 1, Bounce TV, Epic. I mean, it used to be on Spike. They used to have them on ESPN. So you got all these fights with these top fighters taking place on free TV, NBC as well. You don't have to pay a monthly subscription to watch these fights. They are all these free networks. Dazn is something that you're going to have to pay $9.99 for a month, which I wouldn't mind doing it because I love boxing. I'm still up in the air on if I'm going to do it or not. Probably will. But the thing is, you got to pay $9.99 for that a month, and you don't really have a lot of A-listers, hell, not even B-listers to go to. You got Anthony Joshua, huge star on either side of the world, more so on the UK side, just because He hasn't fought over here in America yet, and American fans, at least the casual ones, are not too familiar with who he is. You got Tony Bellew. He's not shit over here in America. You got Alexander Usyk, who's an A-lister in boxing and boxing alone, but he isn't the draw over here in America either. He cruiserweight kingpin. He's fought over here in America, but he's not that guy. You know what I'm saying? So you got Josh Kelly, who's an upcoming prospect. He's not nowhere near ready on either level. He's getting better. I like him as a prospect. He has big potential. You know what I'm saying? No, he got good fighters. Eddie Hearn does, but he doesn't have those fighters that can move. Move people over here. He got Demetrius Andrade, B-lister in my opinion, could be an A-lister. He got Daniel Jacobs. He got Jesse Vargas. He got Tevin Farmer. These guys don't move the needle. We enjoy watching them fight, but they don't move the needle. They don't have no star power whatsoever. So he got those things working against him. Yes, he has that $1 billion budget, but he's gonna have to get some bigger fighters, and if the subscription rate isn't high, they might have to tweak that, come down, $2, $3, $4, $5, and make that even more affordable for fans to purchase that. Because the UK, I don't think the UK fan base got Dazn. Because they got Sky Sports over there. So, of course, this is pretty much Dazn America or Dazn USA. And he's going to be banking on us to dish out money to help support what he's trying to do with Dazn. And because if he doesn't see a huge profit from this, it's going to be a big fail. And I wish him success, because if he's successful, that means boxing is successful, because we got somebody over there in the UK who can come over here and push fights over in America. We got Al Haymon, we got Bob Arum, we got Oscar De La Hoya already over here based in America. They can go over to the UK and other parts of the world and do the same thing. So I hope that Eddie Hearn is successful. I'm not one of these guys that wish ill will on him. I think he's full of shit when it comes to the Wilder Joshua negotiations and some of the other shit he says, but I don't have a problem with Eddie Hearn. You know what I'm saying? I just want him and all the other promoters, advisors, managers that control matchmaking to fucking make the best fights. That's it. But he is losing the battle, not because he's lacking the effort. It's just because he's not as established over here in America. Al Haymon has deep pockets and a deep stable of fighters, and he has free free TV where you can watch these fights at instead of having to pay a monthly subscription. And yeah, I know people gonna say, well, you pay cable. Still, cable, you get all these channels that's included. Dazn is just something by itself. $9.99 plus cable and plus cell phone and plus everything else in your everyday life. So I think that it's gonna take a while. He's gonna really have to reel in some big fishes and really gain the trust of American fans and American fighters to really put a dent into what Al Haymon and Bob Arum got going on. Because Bob Arum, just re-signed Terrence Crawford, and they got the ESPN deal that is great. $4.99 a month. I got that. That is more than reasonable. You got the classic library of their past great fights, and you're getting current fights with him now. So I think that he got a long way to catch up. He has a chance, but he has to play his cards right, and also got to have some luck and have these fighters be trusting and willing to commit with him. And he gonna have to spend that money. Anyway, man, go and leave them comments in the comment section down below, giving me your thoughts on this. Dazn USA versus PBC, or Eddie Hearn versus Al Haymon, however you want to categorize it, man. I just laid out the reasons I feel that Al Haymon and PBC is just winning and winning comfortably right now. If you like the video, hit that like button. If you enjoy the content throughout the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that post notification bell button to be notified. If you would like to make donations to the channel, my Venmo link is down in the description below. Just click it. Any donation, big or small, would be greatly appreciated to help the channel grow. If you'd like to follow me on any other social media platform, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram links are in the description below as well. Shout out to the movement and everybody that is moving with us. Be sure to check out 3kingsboxing.com for your latest and greatest updated, unfiltered, and unbiased boxing news and information reported the way it should be. Shout out to the LBBC and everybody that's in between doing their thug dizzle. Until next time, I am out. Peace.